So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We have discussed the IELTS writing exam, and this writing exam is of 60 minutes that contains two tasks. Task number one is summary writing, task number two is essays writing. Summary writing is for 20 minutes, and essay writing is for 40 minutes, and the summary contributes 66% marks. Summary contributes 33% marks in total, while the essay contributes 66% marks. Summary is given 20 minutes out of 60, while the essay is given 40 minutes out of 60. Now I'm going to discuss the marking criteria for the IELTS writing exam, task number 1 and task number 2. Marking basis. Marking basis for IELTS writing exam, task number 1 and task number 2. Marking basis. My dear students, there are total 4 marking bases. There are 4 marking criterions which we need to meet. 4 marking criterions are there that what we need to meet when we talk about the band or score in IELTS writing exam. मार्किंग के इन पाकिस्तानी लैंग्वेज मार्किंग के 4 बेसिस हैं, चाहे वो आपका IELTS राइटिंग एग्जाम टास्क नंबर 1 हो, समरी राइटिंग लेटर राइटिंग, या टास्क नंबर 2 हो, एसे राइटिंग. These 4 marking bases, number 1 पहली कहलाती है. The first one is known as your grammatic range. The grammatical range or the grammatic range and accuracy. The first one is the grammatic range and accuracy. What do you mean by the grammatic range? Examiner sees that how strong you are in explaining, in English tenses. For example, we talk about the tenses. It is number 1, the present tense. It is number 2, the past tense. It is number 3, the future tense. The first thing examiner looks in your writing is that how strong you are in using the present tense of English and the past tense of English and the future tense of English, irrespective of that you are writing in whichever condition. For an example, simple. For an example, continuous. For an example, perfect. For an example, perfect continuous. The examiner sees that how stronger you are in writing on the 3 tenses of grammar, means the present tense and then the 4 conditions, and then the past tense along with the 4 conditions, and then the future tense with the 4 conditions, means simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. The same is the reason we are told in the childhood that there are 12 tenses of the grammar. How these 12 tenses come up? Present, past, future. 3 multiplied by 4 conditions makes 3 into 4 makes 12 in total. 9 into. सबसे पहले एग्जामिनर ये देखता है कि हम ग्रामेटिक रेंज और एक्यूरेसी में कितने स्ट्रॉन्ग, हम कैसे, क्या हम सेंटेंस बना सकते हैं प्रेजेंट टेंस में, क्या हम पास्ट टेंस में, क्या हम फ्यूचर टेंस के अंदर सेंटेंस बना सकते हैं, क्या फिर फर्दर उसके अंदर हम सिंपल, कंटिन्यूस, परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूस यूज कर सकते हैं. फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल अगर मैं प्रेजेंट की बात करता हूँ, सिंपल, आई डू, आई एम डूइंग, आई हैव डन, आई हैव बीन डूइंग. प्रेजेंट 4 are over. Past simple, I did, I was doing, I had done, I had been doing. Past perfect. Future, I will do, I will be doing, I will have done, I will have been doing. So the future is over. So now examiner sees that how stronger the candidates are in using these 3 tenses and their 4 conditions in their write-up. तो पहली चीज examiner देखता है नॉन दो कि आप tenses और फिर उसके अंदर चारों conditions को लिखने में कैसे हैं. The first thing that he sees in the grammatic range and accuracy. The second thing what he observes in us while we talk about the grammatic range and accuracy, the sentence structure. Sentence structure means what? How strong, how good, how qualified we are in making the simple sentences. Simple sentences means what? I like tea, full stop. Kiran likes coffee, full stop. I like beverages, full stop. Mariam likes junk food, full stop. Making small single sentences, these are known as simple sentences. The second type of sentence are known as compound sentences. Compound sentences. Compound sentences are the sentences which explain more than one condition in one time. For example, I like tea, but I like tea while we have entered a bridge of while now. I like tea while Mariam likes coffee, full stop. What I did, I have combined two independent sentences into one single bigger one that is known as a compound sentence, and we added a bridge of while. It is known as compound sentences, a compound sentence. Number three is known as complex sentencing or complex sentences that contain a condition as well. For example, I like tea while Mariam likes coffee because I'm adding a condition. Because she does not like the taste of the tea. So now I have added a condition into it and I've turned the compound sentence into a complex sentence. Okay. We can make a simple sentence directly to a complex sentence. We can convert. But what I'm telling you, examiner sees that. हम कितने अच्छे हम कितने अच्छे हैं सिंपल सेंटेंस बनाने हम कितने अच्छे हैं कंपाउंड सेंटेंस बनाने सिंगल सिंपल कंपाउंड दो को जोड़ कॉम्प्लेक्स सिंपल सी बात है कंडीशन लगा so this is turned into a complex sentence. हम कितने अच्छे हैं sentences में simple में compound में complex में it is what example what is in C. Okay. Number next is grammatic range and the accuracy. We always talk about the spellings, these spellings. Okay. Spelling this will come into the next criteria as well. But I'm writing spelling here because sentences and spellings they are complementary together. Examiner sees that how stronger you are in spelling. Nowadays, everybody, including me, we are weak in spelling. What is the reason? Because of the Android phones. When we write COMP, it gives us the option. What do you want to write? COMP, complete, COMP, compound, COMP, compilation, COMP, composition, COMP, compilation. So now we get 5, 6, 7 options and we press one out of them and the mobile phone or the Android phone automatically completes the word. That is the reason. Everybody out of us, you, me, we are getting weaker and weaker day by day in spellings when these go beyond 4. 4 से no Urdu 4 से आगे जाते हैं हम spelling कमजोर हो जाता है. What is the reason? Because of the Android phone. Examiner sees that आपके spelling कैसे हैं. That is the reason IELTS examiner does not allow us to take smartphones along with the tablets or the mobiles inside the examination room. So now this is the first criteria. The second criteria that examiner works on in the IELTS evaluation of the band in the writing exam, the second marking criteria is known as lexical. Lexical resource. Lexical resource means vocabulary stock that you have in your mind. Lexical means dictionary. So dictionary resource means the words those are given in the dictionary will be known as the lexical resource. Examiner sees that how strong you are. How strong you are. How he will judge us that how strong we are. उसे कैसे पता लगेगा ना उनको हम इसमें कैसे हैं? Examiner sees our use of synonyms. Synonyms. Examiner sees how stronger we are using synonyms. We can slowly say them. Synonyms. It is known as synonyms. Synonym means similar meaning words. What are the synonyms? Similar meaning words. In Urdu now, examiner देखता है हमारे पास कितनी vocabulary, हम कितने अच्छे vocabulary हैं, कैसे पता लगेगा? Synonyms के इस्तेमाल से. Synonyms से क्या मराद है? Similar meaning word. क्या मतलब? Since childhood, when something goes up, we have used only one word. What is that? That is increase. That is increase. This could have been surge, appreciation, upward, incline, multiple words, spike. Many words could have been used by us. हम कर सकते थे ना, but we have been told only about one word. Examiner sees that whether we are able to use multiple English words for one condition or not. That is what he intentionally give us one specific condition twice, thrice in a question, specifically in summaries, to see that how good we are in using the sentence. मिसाल के तौर पे वो 3-4 मरतबा ऊपर जाने वाली कंडीशन दे देगा. To see that आप हर बार increase कर रहे हैं, that is a sign that you are having a lesser lexical resource in your mind. Since the childhood, we have learned only one thing for downward trend. What is that? Decrease. This could have been decline, upward rise, upward mount, upward climb, upward increase, upward appreciation, upward uplift, upward spike. Now downward, decrease, decline, depreciation, deterioration, drop, dip. These all words could have been, but we were only known to one word only. What is that? That is decrease. We are only known to one word for approximations. तकरीबन के लिए एक ही लफ्ज आता, approximately. This could have been approximate, approximation, approximately, estimation, estimate, about, nearby, near to, near about, nearly, close to, close by, close about. These all 14, 15 words could have been used on the place of approximation, but we did not do it. In writing, when we repeat one word again and again, that reflects examiner that we are weak enough in our vocabulary lines, lexical weak. So हमारी writing में now we do examiner multiple times देखता है. Examiner multiple times देखता है कि हम कितने strong हैं, हम कितने अच्छे हैं, हम कितने strong हैं multiple synonyms को use करने में. उससे वो अंदाजा लगाता है that हमारा lexical resource कैसा है. So now, it is what known as the synonyms. And then examiner sees that how stronger we are in using the antonyms. Antonyms means the different meaning words, okay? So antonyms, different meaning words. Now the sense is developed, different meaning words. Now your sense is developed. I'm writing on how stronger we are using in homophones. Homophones means the words homophones. The homophones are the words which are having similar voices. How stronger we are in using the suffixes and prefixes. Although those are not so much judged, but antonyms, synonyms are very, very strongly judged by the examiner. Then examiner sees that how stronger we are in using certain condition words. What do you mean the condition words which highlight a specific state? For example, I'm teaching class at this moment. I'm teaching class at this moment. अब condition word लगाता हूँ. Now I do. I'm going to fix a condition word. I'm teaching class at this moment. I'm teaching class now. So at this moment, 3 words are replaced by one word. It is known as conciseness, but this conciseness has been achieved. This has been achieved by this one condition word now. So examiner sees that how strong you are in using the condition words. Overall, there is an increase in the prices of goods and services in Pakistan. Overall, there is an increase in the price of goods and services in Pakistan. 10 words are there. I'm using one condition word. Overall, there is inflation in Pakistan. I replace these 10 words with one condition word. What is that? That is inflation. Inflation means increase in the prices of goods and services overall in an economy. Deflation, decline, and inflation, a price. It is known as condition words. Examiner sees that how strong we are in using the condition words. For example, the fluid that comes out of the mouth of insect, that is known as secretion. For example, the rain that comes up so rapidly, speedily, we use only one word, cats and dogs. What these all specific condition phrases and words mean? These highlight a specific situation. So now, what I'm saying, Deforestation is one word that is the replacement of the chopping up of the majority of the trees in the city. Chopping down of the trees in the city, deforestation. These are known as condition words, okay? So now examiner sees that how stronger we are in using the condition words in our writing, and then the compounding bridges, and then the addition words, and these all words we will discuss in detail later in the write-up. The second marking criteria is the lexical resource. Number 3, the third marking base of the writing exam. The third marking base is coherence. And coherence. Coherence and coherence. What do you mean by coherence? Coherence means designing a logical sequence of answers. For example, when we need to write, first we need to introduce, then we need to explain, and then we need to conclude. We talk about essays. First we introduce, then we explain, then we conclude. If we talk about the essays, पहले भाई इंट्रोड्यूस कराएंगे, फिर एक्सप्लेन करेंगे, फिर कंक्लूजन बनाएंगे. It is known as coherence. Examiner sees that how stronger you are in making the scene. उर्दू में कितने अच्छे हो scene create करने में. How stronger you are and then converting that scene into explanation. फिर कितने अच्छे हो उसको explain करने में. And then how stronger you are in summing up that specific scene that what you have explained now in Urdu. और फिर कितने अच्छे हो इस सारी explanation को दरिया को एक कूजे में बंद करने में. कितने अच्छे हो conclusion बनाने में, summary बनाने में. It is what examiner sees how stronger you are in making a logical sequence of the writing that you are making for the examiner. It is known as coherence. And cohesion means adding facts or supporting your arguments with the facts and figures. Supporting your arguments with facts and figures. What do you mean by facts and figures? For an example, if you are writing that Pakistani people are very poor. If you say somebody, Pakistani people are very poor. Urdu mein, Pakistani log gareeb hain. What listener will say now? Listener kya kahega bataएं? What listener will say? How? That means that we have not completed the word. We have not completed the statement. For an example, if I say to Hira that Hira, when you will go to Saudi Arabia, travel by Emirates, what you will ask me now? She will ask me why. But if I will say, Hira, next time when you will travel to Saudi Arabia, try to use Emirates because Emirates has a excellent safety record. Full stop now. If I am telling you this thing, now at least you are not going to ask me why. Because I have not given my idea, but I have attached a fact with my idea. It is known as cohesion. Supporting your arguments with facts and figures. अपने arguments को facts and figures के साथ बांध देना, examples के साथ बांध देना is known as cohesion. Concrete करना अपनी writing को. For an example, in English, I say that Babar Azam is one of the best batsmen in the world. You will ask me why. But if I say Babar Azam is one of the best batsmen in the world because he is the one who has achieved 5,000 runs in the quickest interval of time in the whole world, along with the number of centuries and 50s are much more than his competitors of this time. अगर मैं कहता हूं उसकी सेंचुरियां 50 बहुत ज्यादा हैं और बड़ी जल्दी 5,000 रन बनाए, अब आगे क्यों नहीं रहता? So examiner sees how stronger we are in connecting facts with the ideas, connecting examples with our ideas. It is known as the cohesion. Okay, so coherence and cohesion are the third marking criteria of the IELTS writing exam. And the fourth criteria, the last one, the fourth marking criteria for IELTS writing exam, task 1, either task 2, and that is known as task response. Task response first in English. First in English. Was, was or were you on the nail? Were you on the nail? Means, did you strict yourself the requirement of the examiner or not? For an example, first in English, if examiner has asked us, tell us about the advantages and disadvantages of early age use of computers. What do you mean by this question? This question means that examiner is asking about advantages and disadvantages of use of computer in children. What should we write now? We should write about the computer literacy, about the easy management of the books and game playing and something like that. But if we do start writing ease of making job applications, ease of hunting the jobs online, and ease of access to digital libraries. Oh, do these all things make sense? Answer is no. उर्दू में कहता है कि छोटे होते हुए के कंप्यूटर के फायदे बताओ, छोटी उम्र में कंप्यूटर इस्तेमाल करने के फायदे बताओ. हमें क्या लिखना चाहिए? बच्चे को फोकस करके ना, अगर हम लिखते हैं जॉब ढूंढने में आसानी होगी, does this suit? It is known as poor task response. अगर हम कहते हैं कि डिजिटल लाइब्रेरी तक पहुंचेगा, इट इज अ पुअर टास्क रिस्पॉन्स. अगर हम ये कहते हैं कि बच्चा सोशल मीडिया पे सर्फिंग बड़े आराम से करेगा, फ्रीलांसिंग कर लेगा, we are living in the devil's paradise. Examiner is not going to give us the numbers now because our task response is not appropriate. He is asking about the advantages of the green energy and we are writing about the disadvantages of fossil fuel. How rubbish this is. So task response means that we should only stick to the requirement of the examiner. हमें वो लिखना है, नो इन उर्दू वही लिखना है जो एग्जामिनर ने कहा है. एग्जामिनर देखता है क्या हम इस काबिल थे, एग्जामिनर ने जो पूछा हमने उतना ही लिखा. अगर हमने नेल नहीं किया टॉपिक को, अगर हमने स्पेसिफिकली उसको एक्सप्लेन नहीं करा है, तो दैट मीन्स वी आर वीक इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग, वी आर वीक इन कॉम्प्रीहेंशन, वी आर वीक इन द टास्क रिस्पॉन्स. ओके, सो अगर मैं इन 4 मार्किंग क्राइटेरिया को जमा करूं, इफ आई gather them as a source of numbers, 2.25 marks will relate to 2.25 marks will relate to the grammatic range. 2.25 marks will relate to the lexical resource. 2.25 marks will relate to cohesion and coherence. 2.25 marks will relate to task response, and these all accumulatively make how many marks? These all make 9 bands. How much? How these makes 9 band? Look at this one. These make 9 band. How? These make 9 band, and 2.25 plus 2.25 plus 2.25 plus 2.25. So now if I want to take the 9 band in writing exam, I am not to work on 3 criteria. I have to pull up all 4 together. If I'm weaker in one out of them, that means that you are sacrificing 2.25. No, examiner is not going to give examiner is not going to give you the marks out of 9, but examiner is going to give you marks out of 6.75. If you compromise 2, then get ready that you are being evaluated out of 4.5. So if you want to take good brand, उर्दू में अगर अच्छे नंबर लेने आपने राइटिंग, तो आपको चारों को एक साथ उठाना होगा. कौन कौन से चारों क्राइटेरियाज? नंबर 1 टास्क रिस्पॉन्स, नंबर 2 कोहेरेंस कोहेरेंस, नंबर 3 लेक्सिकल रिसोर्स, और नंबर 4 ग्रामेटिक रेंज एंड एक्यूरेसी. इफ यू वांट टू टेक गुड बैंड. लेकिन अगर तो आपने माड़ा मोटा गुजारा करना है, पता नहीं, आई एम सॉरी, मुझे बहुत अच्छी नहीं आती है, माड़ा मोटा गुजारा करना है, Simrad means if you have to take a compromising band, 4.5, 5, 6, even 6.5 is nothing. If you want to take 6.5, then you can easily work on the 2. You can work on the solid rounds on 2, and you can take 2 very easily. That is not a problem. But if you want to take good band, you want to go in 7s, 8s, and 9s, then you have to work on all 4 together, and you have to uplift your writing according to the given criteria by the examiner. I would be very happy if there is any question. कोई सवाल है तो बड़ा खुश होऊंगा आंसर करके. If there is any question, you are welcome to ask me the question regarding the marking criteria.